Heyo, Luthamir here. Thought I would try my hand at making a Noita video today, the goal of which is very simple. We're going to cheese the pit boss. That's the intent. We only need a few things to do that. Don't need a lot of supplies, just a little bit of water or some other means to cross the lava lake, and a couple of tablets that the game will provide us when we cross the lava lake. So, find a place to dump out this chaotic polymorphism. It's not much use to me. Fill that up with some water, and we'll be on our way. Can't really safely dump it down there, or I would. Maybe we'll just go back outside. Get rid of this polymorphine quick. It's raining. There's already a load of water out here. That'll do. Right, so again, we're just going to be hoping to cheese the pit boss here, and the idea is we will kind of manipulate his AI a little bit by standing in some kind of select spots and hoping to force him to move in a way that's going to cause him to damage himself. And the tablets we'll be using to sort of block ourselves off from the AI so that he won't reposition to try to shoot us from a better angle or anything. We'll see what I mean, hopefully, if we can pull this off once we get down there. But it's a pretty simple trick, it's just tough to set up. I would say I've probably tried it about 15 times now, and I'm probably successful one in every 3 tries or so. But as with anything, I think if I practice it a bit, I get the hang of it, it'll become a little easier. I'll start to understand the way the AI is being manipulated a little better. But I did want to put this together just to show folks how it works. And that anybody can do it, you know? We've just got our starting wands and a nice tall cup of water here. Grab that tablet. Make our way across this lake. Very safely, very, very safely. Little bridge here. Right then. There'll be a little more water for us on the other side, which is nice. Just like to stay moist, you know? And then the idea here is going to be summon the pit boss as normal. Hello. We'll pop up here just like usual and kind of watch him come over the hill, right? I'm gonna try to get him to move himself right about here, and when he gets down here, I'm gonna throw a couple of tablets to box myself in on the opposite side of this altar here. And the idea is, if I can do that, he's not going to have like a better place to shoot at me from. And so he'll stay where he is, and he can do quite a bit of damage to himself with 1 or 2 of his spells. Perfect. Let's try to get him. There you go. And now I want him to come down here. I want him to come after me. Yep. Get down there, maybe. Chuck a couple tablets. Perfect. So this is exactly where we want him to be. It does work in a couple other spots, but this is pretty much what you're shooting for here. And as you can see, when you cast the purple firebolt spell, he is damaging himself very slowly. Like I said, we're just manipulating the AI here, so he doesn't think he has a better place to shoot at us from anymore, because it boxed herself in with these tablets. Essentially, you know, that's my understanding of it. And so now it's just a game of patience, and you know, we're still at the beginning of the mines here. So we're going to have, hopefully, some really monstrous, delicious wands to get our hands on. And yeah, it should just make for a real fun and exciting run. You know, it's a really overpowered start if we can get pit boss wands this early in the game. So I've been practicing this a little bit. I wanted to share it with folks. Like I said, it's a game of patience now, so we'll just wait and see what he drops us when all is said and done here. And just throw a few more of those purple fire bolts, really. And you can hear the buzzing sound. It doesn't always happen, but it's the way that the tablets are stacked on top of each other. They're kind of bumping into each other. That's normal. You hear that, I would say, probably about 50% of the time you get it set up right. Sometimes it doesn't, which is nice. The sound is a bit of a nuisance, but I'm willing to bear through that pain for the pit boss wands that he will drop. And so now we wait. It's an easy trick to do once you get it set up. It's just tricky to set up. He can definitely hit you and take you out in one shot with some of those spells as you're setting it up. And that's the real danger here, but once you've got him locked into place, like you can see, he really isn't going to move. He's just going to hang out there and do small damage to himself whenever he does decide to fire those purple fire bolts. He's being a little slow for us here today, but we'll ride it out. There he goes. A few more of those. Not the green ones, sir. The purple. The purple. But yeah, I know I saw a few folks do this on Twitch, and I thought to myself, wow, what a fun way to start a run, right? Just super OP. Because something I found myself doing recently is sneaking down to the icy depths, doing the same thing as I did here, where I, cover up the lava lake with something to get across, and then dropping down to snowy depths and grabbing like one or two of the wands that you can find down there, which is dangerous, but then you can fly back up to the surface here to the mines, and you've got a couple of really good wands going into, the cool pits and the fungal caverns. But then I saw folks doing the pit boss cheese here, and I thought, wow, like, if I can learn how to do this safely, I can forego the idea of going down to snowy depths, which is risky. You've got PC down there and propane tanks and all sorts of things that can hurt you. Uko, you're going to run into some nasties down there. And if you can find a way to make the pit boss less nasty, he drops some even better ones, right? He's going to give us the power we need, in theory. Now, once in a while you will get screwed by the drops. You'll have him drop a shuffle wand that's got a casts 13 at once with 24 ducks on it, which is cool, but not very useful for the early game, right? Like, you're not going to take a wand with a 3 or 4 second recharge time on it that's full of ducks, typically. So you can get bad drops, but you can also get some really good drops. I've had him drop wands full of black holes, wands full of just, random goodies. You get like a little grab bag of everything on there with 15 or so spells. And like I said, it's early, so we are still, in the first area with our starting wands and a flask of water. And we're killing the pit boss, albeit very cheesy. So there it goes. Now we can stop that annoying sound and check what our spoils are here. So we've got a shuffle wand with pretty good stats. The recharge time is a bit rough, but it also casts 3, which could be interesting for something. It's got a copy trail and a bunch of expanding spheres on it. The spells themselves not that useful, but this is a pretty monstrous wand. I mean, you've got 990 max mana, 329 mana regen. Like, it's a solid wand. It's not bad. This one isn't great, right? We've got a 2.3 second recharge time on it, so unfortunately the no shuffle wand that we got here is probably not really worth hanging on to long term, but as you can see, pretty easy cheese for the pit boss. Just takes a little practice and a little time to set up. Thanks for watching, and yeah, if you want to catch me live, I am over on twitch.tv/Luthamir. Appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, and hope you have a wonderful day.